said months ago that Solana would hit about $800 to $1,000. Why wouldn't you get more Solana at 128?
And you also said a month ago, well, everyone was saying a month ago, ETH, well, 2 months ago, that ETH probably top $10,000 to $14,000 at the peak of the cycle.
I like to keep it at 10.
I think it's going to be very difficult for ETH to see 6K this cycle.
I don't think so. I think, you know what it is?
Think so?
No, you know,
David,
Noble.
We haven't seen
hold on, I've seen
low
this
levels in ETH since 2020, and it's almost since 2017.
Don't start talking about ETH.
I know. I've been here and seen that and heard the conversations. I've been in spaces.
Like analytics are the analytics. I mean, you got.
Do you know much? Do you know much? Do you know much?
He has faith, Nobu.
No, how much? Yeah, you know what? My faith got me through holding Bitcoin, holding Ethereum, holding Litecoin. I can keep going. Like, my faith and belief in something has allowed me, right, to believe in this market. And when I find something interesting, I'll hold. Like, I'm in Solana. I believe Solana is going to 1,000. Like, I really do believe, not financial advice, but I think that's where it's going. And you know what? When it does hit 800 and 1,000, you're not going to see the fuckery that you see today, because nobody's going to want to give out their fucking Solana, okay, for any random fucking ticker. No. They're going to say, I want to see what's being developed on this meme. Show me the content.
Yeah, but how do you get there? How do you get to that point? You get there through volume, right?
Yes, and that volume, I'm telling you.
So that's why it's been beneficial for Pump.Fund to be created on Solana, because it's attracted a lot of
Pump.Fund. Fuck that shit.
I mean,
I'm telling you, Noble,
its part. And
Solana will win. Solana will win by when ETH runs. Solana will be a part of that, and it will win.
Solana's already won.
No, Solana hasn't won yet. Solana hasn't won yet. What Solana has done.
It went from $8 to Trump launching a meme coin on their chain, bro.
You're not listening, man. You're not listening. You're just not listening. I get it. It's your favorite token, but for me, I'm telling you, you say that you're not married to assets. I'm not either. That was the biggest mistake that you can ever make, is being married to an asset.
You know what's my favorite?
I'm watching you kiss ETH.
Bro, I'm telling you that in order to stabilize the ecosystem in Solana, you need the price of Solana to be high. You laugh at this.
Solana's doing just fine.
No, it's not. It's not, because if it was at $1,000, a lot of the memes that you were in would have went much higher. They didn't go higher.
Take your time. It came out a couple years ago, man. Like
I seen this with Ethereum. Ethereum's
the third oldest
2015
chain, man.
I seen this with Ethereum. I seen how it happened with Ethereum. I seen how it happened with BNB. It's the same situation with Solana. Solana is not worth much right now, and that's not being disrespectful. It's just a low number, so people don't value it. Most people don't have that value. Okay? Once it's up, like, look, BNB is at 616, right? More people will be cautious to trade their BNB at a 616 number than they would be at a 129. It's just facts. And I'm not rooting against Solana. I'm just telling you, if you want to stabilize the network, okay, and you want something to happen there, and you want to create an ecosystem, and you want builders to go there, you need to go ahead and have a high-priced coin. I'm specifically talking about Solana. That's all. I'm not shitting on it. I have bags of it. I would love to see it at $800. I would love to.
I think what we're waiting on is for Andrew to finally launch his token on Solana. I think that
Andrew doesn't believe we have fucking freedom of speech in America. This is the last person, okay, that I need to go ahead and...
He didn't say that.
Slander.
He said it yesterday.
No, he didn't. He said
he always misconstrues arguments, man. This is what David.
Freedom of speech to a certain degree, and I would agree with that,
bro.
right?
Like, yeah, you can't go out there and scream fire in a fucking in a movie theater. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, to a certain point. To a certain point, but he was acting like we live under a dictatorship here.
Well, I mean, they spy on us ever since
crazy.
the Patriots
no,
Act.
bro, we're fine. No,
well, that was the worst thing that's ever been passed.
We lost
the
our
worst
freedom.
thing.
We lost our privacy under the
no, we
the
didn't.
Patriot
Okay,
Act.
bro, this David is 100,000% correct, bro. What we have here is 10,000x better than anything else out there. This is the greatest country on earth, and
of course, yeah, I'm not denying that, but we
every single motherfucker on stage,
right? Like
you guys,
we have government agencies spying on American citizens.
Imagine this, and we can talk about this shit on Spaces without being thrown into jail and whipped and then executed at a public square.
Okay, we do not have freedom of speech during in this country, 2020? What happened?
David is 100,000% right.
What happened during January 6th, guys? People went to a protest, right? And they got thrown in prison. Until recently, under Trump, they got released.
I think I'm one of the people, and I'm a Republican. I'm one of the people that did not agree with anything that happened on January 6th. I can go into it, what my thoughts are. I can also go into how Trump did release a video, which was not allowed to be aired on any social media platforms, telling people to go home. I know that you're angry. I understand your anger. I feel angry myself, but this is not the way. I can go all into it. But what we saw at the Capitol, that's not it. That's not America. That's a third world country.
That's right. That's exactly.
I think we can all agree, Democrat, Republican, whether people were enticed to go in there, whether people were dressed up, whatever tinfoil hat things we want to come up with, what happened on the 6th was regrettable. That's all I'll say. You know, you had 2 cops that died, right? So these events
later on, not that day, but
yeah.
you did have
you had a cop shot there.
He's right. It shouldn't have happened. Regardless, it shouldn't have happened.
Of course.
I'm a Republican. Remember, I'm a Republican, and like I can get shit for this, but I'm just saying, this is the United States of America. You know, we should never have that happen. Do I think Trump enticed that? No. I will say that I don't believe Trump.
Well, you had Nancy
set
Pelosi that denied over 10,000 National Guards for that day.
Yeah, she's responsible too. She's responsible too.
It was
they both are. They're both responsible.
I think a lot of people took advantage of the situation to make Trump look bad. You know, like, so it is what it is. I mean, again, that day was bad for our country, and I stand on that. Like, that's America, right? Every country's looking at us going, holy fuck, America is fucking burning. That's probably what people were looking at that day.
But David's right. We're not in a dictatorship. You're not getting tarred and feathered. You're not getting thrown in prison. You're not even getting silenced. The fact that you even
Trump is saying he's going for a third term.
Which I also gave my take on that. I think that is horrific. I don't want that.
We're not there.
We have a constitution that we need to go ahead and uphold. I appreciate Trump's efforts. I appreciate that he came in and he allowed us to speak the way we're speaking here freely, okay? Where we don't have to talk and address your pronouns and all that other stuff.
We were doing that under Biden too.
David, what are your pronouns?
I was doing that under Biden too.
David, what's your pronouns?
I'm a penguin.
Mine is higher.
But no, listen, common sense was brought back by Trump, and I appreciate it, right? I believe jobs will come back. I believe we will have a tremendous economy, and I believe that all of us in this room, if we take this seriously, will benefit from it. I see multimillionaires in the room because you do have the ability to become that. And I'm being serious. Hanat, Nobu, You know, even Andrew, right?
I'm
Like
not a billionaire. What are you talking about?
I see within this run you becoming multimillionaires because you are here, you are listening, and if you are jotting all this stuff down, you know, like you're in a good position to go ahead and put yourself in a good position. You know, like a lot of people that are coming on these stages. Let me say one thing, man. A lot of people that come to this show, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know, you have people that come to the night show, you have people that come to this show, you have people that come to the afternoon show. Like a lot of people tune in, they're looking for crypto talk. And like as a host or somebody who moderates a room, you get to sit back, whether you pose a question or somebody else poses it, you get to sit back if you got the notebook next to you. Like I do that. Maybe, you know, like it's not that I have a bad memory, it's just that like I like to write shit down, right? Because at the end of the day,